career-driven executive is going on a journey of a lifetime in a new Hallmark Plus series. Take a look at this.
Okay, wait, so you're reconnecting with 3 exes because your late mom is sending you on a quest to find love?
My sister makes it sound really weird when she talks about it, too.
I don't know if there's a way to make it sound normal, Martin.
That's true. And this morning, we are joined by the stars of Paris is Always a Good Idea, Lacey Chabert and Scott Michael Foster. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, John,
Good morning.
thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Scott, I feel like we should start with congratulations. I read that you got married 4 days ago. I'm sorry for giving you
sure
the worst
did.
honeymoon ever, that you have to spend it with me.
Hey, I asked my wife if this is okay. She said, go do it. So you got the blessing of the missus.
Okay, so that's great. So a big theme in this show. By the way, it's fantastic. I watched the first episode this morning. But a big theme is like, how do you know when you know, like when this person is the one for you? So Scott, since you just got married, let me ask you, how did you know that your beautiful wife Carson was the one for you?
You know, we talked about this a lot this past weekend. We knew when we traveled to Scotland, which is partly why we got married in the UK. We went on this trip together, and I honestly don't have a good answer because it wasn't like any one thing or any kind of trigger moment. It was just we looked at each other differently, and it was like, oh, you're not just my girlfriend, you know, like you are so much more than that. And it just, I think it hit us both at the same time. And we brought it up to each other at the same time too. It was just like, it's something that I think just feels right. It clicks, you know, it's kind of an unspoken thing.
How about you, Lacey? You and your husband have been married for a while. Do you remember what it was that made you think he was the one?
I do remember. I remember realizing I was the most myself with him than anyone else I'd ever in my life.
Aww.
And I felt like totally like 100% me, the good, the bad, all of it. And he loved all of that. And I was like, you just know it's your person, you know?
I remember my first
thing.
date with my wife. I said, I'm going to marry her as I was driving home. It just happens.
How long have you been married now?
It's been 10 years now. We're going
Congratulations.
strong. Really great. Thank you. So another thing in this show, Lacey, is you're going back, as we heard there in the clip, you're reconnecting with ex-loves from your gap year. I'm curious though, in real life, what is your personal theory, philosophy, policy on being friends with exes?
Oh, good question. I think it varies from relationship to relationship. And then I think if you're with someone else, it's also their comfort with that too needs to be respected. So it's not a straightforward answer. I think it varies.
So the show is it's really heartfelt. It's really has a great backstory, and it got me to thinking about the difference between the 2-hour Hallmark movie versus doing a whole series. How is the storytelling process different, and how much deeper are you able to get having so much more time?
Well, I mean, we could both speak to this, like having 6 episodes rather than just the one movie. It gave us the chance to really delve into all the storylines of all the characters. And I think they all come full circle in the end. And it's funny and it's heartfelt. And having the span of 6 episodes to do that was such a joy because it offered such a more immersive experience.
Yeah, you get to flesh out, like you said, all the characters, but also you get to explore all the different types of storylines that you see in Hallmark movies, right? The friends to enemies, the sweeping landscapes, the sisters, the family, you know, there's so much to it. So I think you're getting a really rich, full experience that you might not get with just one movie, but you'll get with 6 episodes on the show. Yeah,
I will say your ability to like develop the characters gives those storylines so much more meat. One thing I noticed though, you guys have great chemistry when you're in a scene together. Can you feel that when you're on the set, in the scene together? Do you feel, oh yeah, this is working compared to other times when you're like, oh, I don't know if this person's right?
I think you can feel the ease. You know, we had one of the most complicated scenes of the show. First up, our very first scene of the show, and we'd only just met a couple days prior. And I think we learned to trust each other really quickly, like very, very fast.
Like I was saying before, you know, we met on the plane 3 days before that scene or 4 days before that scene. And as soon as I saw you, I was walking down the aisle and I saw you and I was like, hey, and she immediately hugged me and it was like, oh, we're about to go on this amazing journey. So I knew from the get-go that it was going to be really easy, and she's such a professional. So
Likewise.
we jumped in and trusted each other right away.
And we felt that way about the whole cast.
Yeah.
And we're on this amazing adventure together, spending 3 months away from our families. So you bond really quickly. It's like being in camp, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you were in what, Paris, Spain, and Ireland? I mean, that's a pretty good gig if you're going to have to be away from
Yeah, we
your
ended up
family.
spending 2 months in Spain. We didn't get to go to Ireland, but it doubled for Spain.
The north
for
of Spain looks just like Ireland, it turns out. I didn't know that. So
yeah, news to me.
Fun trivia for you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The show is really, really good. New episodes, it's streaming right now on Hallmark Plus, but new episodes are dropping every Thursday. Lacey and Scott, thank you so much for your time and best of luck.
Thanks,
Thank you
John.
so much. Have a good day.
Oh, back to me.